Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai, Hare Krishna. We welcome all of our YouTube Live listeners, our listeners over Facebook Live, and our dear listeners over Zoom. Welcome to all of you to this day 5, where we are going to be having the quiz on Sri Ramayana. Now, this will not just be on what points we have covered, but it is going to be a more elaborate kind of a topic. So we'll see how we can answer and have fun, and along with it, also learn something new. So let us have the first question on the poll, please.
The first question is, what was Valmiki Muni's name before he met Narad Muni? Was it Divakar, Junakar, Ratnakar, or Sudhakar? And we'll chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and you'll only have time till we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which would be 30 seconds or something like that. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right, can we have the responses, please? Okay, Ratnakar. Yes, 100% of people said Ratnakar. So that must be the correct answer.
Hari Hari. Very,
okay,
very
wonderful.
Nice.
Everyone
Correct
got this right.
So we can end the whole answer here. So here, this is the quiz day to day. And here we see that how Narad Muni came to meet with Ratnakar, and he was so sinful that he was not able to chant the name of Rama. So Narad Muni, according to time, place, and circumstances, he just said, okay, if you can't chant Rama, you can say Mara. And by saying Mara, 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 Mara became Ram. This was the tapasya of sage Valmiki Muni.
Okay, can we have the next question? Who performed the fire sacrifice for King Dashrath? Vashishta Rishi, Shamika Rishi, Rishyashringa, or Vishwamitra Rishi? Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right, can we have the results, please? Okay, so 11 people said Vashishta Rishi, 2 said Shamika Rishi, 7 said Rishyashringa, and 4 said Vishwamitra Rishi. Okay, so the correct answer is Rishyashringa, which 29.2% of you got correct. And if we...
You can close this. Thank you. So this personality, if you can see in the white, who is performing the yajna, this personality who is sitting in white, he is performing the yajna. He is Rishyashringa. And he was the one who performed the yajna. Does anyone remember? Can put it down in the chat. What was the yajna? What was the name of the yajna, the sacrifice that was performed by Rishyashringa? for Maharaj Dasharath? Anyone in the chat can put it down? What was the name of the sacrifice? Anyone remember it? Yes, Hari Prasad Prabhu, correct. It's Putra. It's Putra Kameshti Yajna. Yes, Putra Kameshti. Anjali, correct. Putra Kameshti. Swati Mataji, correct. Putra Kameshti Yajna. Lavanya Mataji, correct. Everyone correct. Very good. Thank you.
We'll go to the next question.
Question number 3. So the third question is, did Ramachandra and the 3 brothers have any sister? Your choices are yes or no. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, let's see the answers. Let's see the responses, please.
Okay, so 9 of you say yes, 16 say no. Okay. Now let's close the poll and we'll see the PowerPoints.
So here we know that we did not mention this in our katha, but Dasharath Maharaj did have a daughter. So Lord Ramachandra and the 3 brothers, they had one elder sister.
Her name is Shanta, and she was actually married to Rishishringa. Rishishringa's wife was Lord Ram's elder sister, Shanta.
Harivo.
We can go to the next question.
Number 4, please. Which personality interacted with Lord Ram and Lord Krishna in his or her same body?
Was it Lila? Was it Hanuman? Was it Jambavan? And was it Dvivida?
Harivo.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Okay, shall we see the responses?
Okay, 7 of you said Hanuman, 12 said Jambavan, and 1 said Vivida. Okay, so no one said Neela, that is correct. Neela was not the person. Hanuman, he was there in Mahabharata, but he did not meet Krishna personally. He met Bhima. And Dvivida was one of the soldiers in the army of Lord Ram, and he met Balaram, but not Krishna. Balaram killed Dvivida gorilla. Dvivida actually offended Lakshman in his mind, and because of that he got into bad association. So the correct answer is Jambavan. He met Lord Krishna. Can we close the poll? Thank you. Jambavan was with Lord Ramachandra in Ram Lila.
You can see him sitting here behind Sugriva. You can see him sitting, the bare form of Jambavan is there. So he is sitting right over there. He has interacted very closely with Lord Ramachandra as Jambavan.
And Jambavan was very glorious. In Krishna Lila, he was actually present. If you have read the story of the Shamantaka jewel, that's where he was present. When Krishna came in search of the Shamantaka jewel, he came into this cave in which Jambavan was there. And for 18 days, they fought together. And then Jambavan realized, this must be none other than my Lord Ram, because no one can resist my fight for so long. And then he understood this is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. And as an apology, he actually wanted to please Krishna and offered his daughter Jambavati to Krishna.
So the right answer is Jambavan.
Jamban was actually created by Lord Brahma, and he was present during the churning of the ocean. He was present at that time. And then later he was also present when Vamandev appeared, and he encircled Vamandev 7 times in his huge body when he was, acquiring the 3 worlds from Bali Maharaj. In fact, there is a village in Ratlam district in Madhya Pradesh in India, which has traces of ancient habitation of Jambavan. There is a city called Jamvanta Nagari. And in Ramayana, of course, we know Jambavan was one of the advisors of Sugriva. And he also helped, he was instrumental in making Hanuman realize. Then at the foot of Mount Mahendra, during a duel with Ravana, actually, Jamban had, with one blow, he and his powerful punches, he kicked him on his chest later. And Ravana became unconscious, and Ravana's charioteer took Ravana away from the battlefield, and he was saved. Otherwise, Jamban had actually rendered him unconscious at that time. And here we see that he had killed a lion who had taken a gem called Shamantaka gem from Rasena, who was the brother of Satyajit. And then Krishna followed Jamban to cave, and there was a fight.
Very well. And it is said, we were just reading that when Jambavan was circumambulating Sri Vamanadev, it is said that Jambavan he was, beating on his drums, and he was dancing. He was dancing and he was beating on the drums, and he was going round and round and round, circumambulating Sri Vamanadev. Jai Sri Vamanadev.
Some people said that he got injured during that time, and so that's why he could not jump. All right,
across the ocean.
But who jumped, we'll tell later. That is one of the other next questions.
Can we have the 5th question, please? What is the name of the bow of Lord Shiva that Lord Ram broke to marry Sita?
Yes, Krishna Chaitanya.
The choices?
Yes. Kaumodaki, Kodanda, Pinaka, or Khatvanga. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Can we have the results, please? Okay, so 6 people said Kaumodaki, 5 said Kodanda, 8 said Pinaka, and 4 said Khatvanga. So actually, we will explain the first and the last one as well. The first one is Kaumodaki. Actually, Kaumodaki was the...
Can we close the response? Thank you.
Kaumodaki was the mace,
Gada.
The Gada of Vishnu, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. That Gada, its name is Kaumodaki. And Khatvanga, very interestingly, is the staff that Lord Shiva has, which he uses to hold his hand,
rest his
hand. That is Khatvanga. So, which is the bow that Lord Ram broke? This bow is called Pinaka. Pinaka that's why Lord, one of the names of Lord Shiva is also related to this bow called Pinaka. So 8 of you got that correct. Good.
Wonderful. Okay, and this is the bow that Lord Ramachandra, the same bow, Pinaka of Lord Shiva, was broken by Lord Ramachandra himself. Okay, can we have the 6th question, please? What is the name of Bharat's wife? Sixth question, please. Thank you. Your options are Urmila, Shrutakirti, Mandavi, or Jahnavi. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Can we see the response, please? Okay.
Interesting. 3 responded Urmila, Shrutakirti, Mandavi, and Jahnavi 1. Yes, the correct answer is Mandavi, was Bharat's wife. And who were the other wives? We will tell you in the next question.
So can we close this? And can we have the seventh question, please? The seventh question. What is the name of Shatrughna's wife?
Is it Urmila? Is it Shrutakirti, Mandavi, or Jahnavi?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay, can we have the results, please?
Hare
Yes,
Rama.
2 said Urmila, 20 said Shrutakirti. Everyone was intelligent enough to not have Mandavi in this one, but one of you said Jahnavi. It's Shrutakirti. Yes, you're correct about that. Can we close the screen? Thank you.
So here we see the 4 brothers getting married. So Lord Ramachandra, of course, got married to his eternal consort, Srimati Sita Devi. Lakshmana got married to Sita Devi's sister, that is Urmila. Her name is Urmila. And Urmila played a very important role in the entire exile of 14 years. Because Lakshmana, he wanted to stay awake in the nights and he wanted to guard his brother and mother Sita. So for 14 years, Lakshmana didn't sleep. So it is said that Urmila actually assisted Lakshmana in his service to Lord Ramachandra. This was the beauty of the relationship between Lakshmana and Urmila. And Bharat was married to Mandavi, and Shatrughna was married to Shrutakirti. So these 4 brothers, as we can see, they were married at the same time. All 4 of them got married to all of the 4 sisters. Okay, can we have the next question, please? Number 8.
How many kandas or sections in Ramayana are named after major characters of the story? 0, none of the kandas, or there's 1 kanda in Ramayana, or 2 kandas, 2 sections in Ramayana that are named after major characters of the story, or 3 kandas in Ramayana that are named after major characters of the story. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Let's see the response, please.
Okay, 3 of you said there are no kandas. 1 said there is 1 kanda, and 4 said 2 kandas. 11 said 3 kandas.
Wow.
Well, in our understanding, there is only 1 kanda, which is named after a major character of the story. Can we close this, please? And that is the Sundar Kanda. Sundar is the name of Hanuman. And for Sundar Kanda is named after Lord of Sri Hanumanji. And others are Balakand, Kishikinda Kand, Uttarakand, Aranyakand. They're not based on any characters or personalities, But Sundarkand is based on that.
Haribo.
Haribo.
Okay,
And only one of you, interestingly, only one of you got that correct.
Very interesting. Okay, so now number 9. Who informs Hanuman that he is indeed capable of jumping over the ocean? Your options are
Lord Shiva, did Sugriva inspire Hanuman? Did Jamvan inspire Hanuman? Or did Lord Ram inspire Hanuman and inform him that he is indeed capable of jumping over the ocean?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Right.
Can we see the response, please? Okay.
Yes, most of you got it correct. It's Jamvan. Only 2 of you got it correct. Yes, Jamvan actually informs. Can we close this so we can show the slide now?
So here we see that Hanumanji, yesterday we were discussing that how because of his naughtiness, the sages had actually cursed Hanuman, that he will forget all of his great powers, the great powers and the blessings that were awarded to Hanumanji. He would forget all of that. But when the time is right, someone will remind him and then he can use it in the service of his beloved Lord. So when the time came to jump across the ocean to go to Lanka, at that time, Jambavanji reminded Sri Hanuman, and immediately Hanuman said, "Ah, that's right. I have this great power." And immediately Hanumanji, he just said, "Jai Sri Ram," and he just sprang forth and he assumed a gigantic form, such a huge, gigantic form. So this is by the mercy of Lord Sri Ramachandra. This is such a beautiful picture. We see that how Hanumanji, every activity that he does, he's always doing it in the consciousness that he is offering everything to Lord Ramachandra, who is there in the background. Jai Sri Hanumanji ki jai. Okay, can we have the next question? Number 10, please.
This is a relatively easier question. Who were entrusted the responsibility of building the bridge to Lanka? Vishwakarma, the architect of the demigods and the devatas? Was it Nal and Nila? Or was it Kuman and Sugriva? Could it be Man and Jambavan? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Can we have the answers, please? The responses.
Let's see the responses.
Okay,
very interesting.
1 said Vishwakarma, 12 said Nala and Nila, and then 9 said Hanuman and Sugriva. 2 of you said Hanuman and Jamban. Well, the correct answer is Nal and Nila, which 50% of you got right. They were entrusted the responsibility. Of course, everyone else built it, but they were entrusted the responsibility to complete. They were the project managers of that particular project.
So here we see that little Nal and Neel, how they are writing down, following in the footsteps of Hanumanji. Hanumanji said, okay, we'll drop all the stones into the ocean, but everyone write the name of Ram on each of the stones. And Nal and Neel were dropping those stones, and those stones floated on the ocean water. So this way, Hanumanji, under the guidance of Nal and Neel, Jambavan, everyone, Sugriva, the entire monkey army was building this bridge to Lanka. Suddenly, there was a little squirrel. Jambavan, everyone, and especially Hanuman. Hanumanji is that loving. What is this? What is this cute little squirrel? It had little grains of sand. And that little grain of sand, that little squirrel in its mouth, it was bringing, and it was trying to put it in the bridge. And Hanumanji was bringing trees and rocks and gigantic mountains. And Hanumanji said, what are you doing? And he ridiculed the little squirrel, the efforts of the little squirrel. The Lord Sri Ram, he told Hanumanji that in my eyes, you are doing the best to your capacity, my dear Hanuman. And this little squirrel, the little squirrel is doing the best to its capacity. So therefore, Lord Ramachandra, he accepted and he took the little squirrel in his hand, like we see here, and he started caressing the squirrel. And it is said that the lines that come in the back of the squirrel is because of the caressing of Lord Ramachandra that he performed on the squirrel, the 3 lines that come on the back of the squirrel. So this is how we see that sometimes we may feel that, oh, am I doing enough? Am I doing proper service? There are so many devotees who are doing such great, amazing service. Rather, the question should be that whatever we are doing, are we doing it sincerely? Are we doing it with the best of our capacity? Are we giving our full best? That is what Krishna is saying. If we are having the strength of Hanuman, and if we are doing the activity like the squirrel, then that's not correct. But if we are doing the best to our capacity, that is what pleases the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. And he reciprocates with the love that we are also performing the service with. This is the magnanimity of the Supreme Lord. Okay, so now we can end the PPT here. And at this time, we would also like to take some questions or comments because we have 10 more. So this is like a half break time. So we thought that if you would have any questions, comments, or anything at this point, we can take that. You can have a hand raise.
Are you liking the quiz so far? Are you all having fun?
Yes, Garima.
Yes, no response.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Prabhuji. I just love the quiz a lot. It is so fun for the quiz. Actually, I was doing it. My mom is cleaning the dishes.
Oh, wow.
And cleaning the dishes.
How many did you get correct?
I think 3 or 4 I got right. Not all.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That means you learned 7 of them.
That's wonderful.
So
Congratulations, Bacha. Your honesty and your sincerity, salute to that. We love it.
The quiz was so fun to do
Okay,
it.
there's 10 more questions coming, so buckle up, okay? We're going to start soon.
Okay.
Okay, beta. Anjudi, Hari bol, bacha. Anjudi.
Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Oh my God, it's really very too much of fun and so much of learning. In fact, I was so ignorant that till now I never knew that Lord Rama had a sister. Oh my God, I said, what? I've never read it or never. I think so. Nobody also in my family must be knowing. I'm going to ask my mom also today. Do you know that Lord Rama had a sister?
Kuch naya sikha, yay.
Yeah, I don't know, never read in Ramayana also. I don't know. It's not mentioned. We always thought that he had only they did that yagya and they got 4 sons, and that is how the Balkand is mentioned. So why it's not mentioned in Ramayana?
Actually, we have also heard, and we don't have any reference for that yet, looking for it, but we've heard from our seniors that
Guru Vargas,
that Dashrath had 350 wives. We only know about 3. And so, yeah, Shanta was one of the elder sisters of them and who was married to Rishyashringa, who performed that sacrifice.
Because Maharaj Dashrath did not have any sons, to take his legacy forward, to carry forth his dynasty. So that's why he performed the Putra Kameshti Yagya And therefore he asked his son-in-law only to come and perform the yajna. But Maharaj Dashrath has 350 wives. And out of them, these 3 queens were the primary ones. Very, very interesting, actually.
All right. Any other comments? Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. Like, yeah, we're looking forward for more questions now. So we are learning also a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dee. Thank you so much, Dee.
Rushan?
Hare Krishna Mataji and Prabhuji Dhanu Pranam. I had a question that, as you said, that King Dashrath had a daughter whose name was Shanta Devi. So who was her mother?
Yeah, not
mentioned.
Not mentioned, not sure, but could be the other 347 wives. But we'll try to find more and get back to you on this.
We don't have reference yet of it, but we just heard from one of our Guru Varga's lectures that this is a fact. So we accept it, but we are trying to find the reference for these statements.
Okay, Mataji and Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Prasad Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji Prabhuji. It was very interesting. We are enjoying. But I want to thank you the way you laughed, right? When Hanumanji is singing squirrel. I'm not able to control my laugh. It was very, very fun.
Hanumanji wanted to be a little sensitive to the tiny squirrels. I said, what's wrong with you?
Thank you, Mataji, for making us to laugh. Thank you. I'm interesting. It was interesting. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so now let us continue. Question number 11.
In fact, Shanta was adopted by King Ramapad Maharaj of Andhra Pradesh.
She was
later, but she was actually daughter of King Dashrath. Okay, let's go to question number 11.
All right, question number 11, please.
Who tells Ram that Sanjeevani alone can revive Lakshman? Was it Dhanvantari, the healer of the Devatas? Could it be Jamvanta, who was the most wise? Was it Sushena? Was it the Ashwini Kumaras, the Ashwini twins, who are one of the Devatas who are responsible for the 2 nostrils?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Can we see the responses, please?
Okay, it's equally distributed. No one said Ashwini Kumaras, okay?
That's good.
Curious. 7 said Dhanvantari.
Very curious.
8 said Jamvanta and 8 said Sushena.
Okay, so Dhanvantari, unfortunately, is not the correct answer. Jambavan is also not the right answer. In fact, Jambavan, it is said, we found a reference saying that Jambavan actually offered something else. And Hanuman got that something else, but that could not cure. No, we can close it. That's good. We can close it. So Jambavan got that, Hanumanji got that something else, but that didn't help. And then the right answer is Sushena. Sushena, who is Sushena? Sushena was the Vaidya. He was the doctor, the chief doctor of Ravana. So Vibhishana, he told he told Hanumanji and Ramachandra that the only person who can help us to find a cure is this great Vaidya, this great doctor who lives in Lanka. He is the doctor of Ravana. He knows, he has solutions for every problem. So then Hanumanji said, okay, where is he? Tell me where he is. I know Lanka in and out. So then Vibhishan described where exactly Sushena's home is. Hanumanji went there, and along with his entire house, he just brought Sushena to the shores of the ocean. And then Sushena came out and he actually just inspected Lakshmana. And then he told that go and bring Sanjeevani from the Himalayas. So this is how Sushena, the doctor of Ravana, was able to cure by his recommendation. The Sanjeevani was brought by Sri Hanumanji. Okay, so can we have number 12, please? Question number 12.
Raya, she messaged Vishalya Karni, and that's very interesting because Vishalya Karni was one of the, if we can stop this for a while, please. The poll, just wanted to address one of the chat messages by Shreya, who said Vishalya Karni. That was actually known by Jambwan, because he was present during the churning of the ocean. And during the churning of the ocean, he learnt about this Vishalya Karni, which can also help.
When Dhanvantari came out holding the great pot of nectar, at that time, Dhanvantari is like the best Vaidya of all the Devatas. So at that time.
So some accounts do mention that Jambwan, he recollected from his time when he was there for turning of the ocean that Vishalya Karni can help as well. But Sanjeevani was proposed by Sushena, and Jambwan was proposing Vishalya Karni as the medicine.
But Hanumanji actually brought Vishalya Karni, but it did not work. So therefore, Vibhishan then suggested Sushena. So that's how this pastime goes. Okay, so now we can have the next question, number 12. Which demon did Vali kill that created a rift between Sugriva and Vali?
Can we have the whole question, please? 12th
Number
one.
12. Okay. And your choices are Dundubhi, Mayavi, sorry, Mayava. It's actually supposed to be Mayava. It's not Mayavi. It's Mayava, Anakadundubhi, and Mayadanava. So please read the question properly. Which demon did Vali kill that created a rift between Sugriva and Vali? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So let's see the results.
Vivo.
Okay, most of you say Dundubi. Mayava is 6 of you. 2 said Anakadundubi. And 4th said Maydana. Now, Anakadundubi is another name of Nanda Maharaj.
Vasudev.
Vasudev?
No, Vasudev.
Okay. Anakadundubi. And Mayadanav, of course, he was in the
Let's not say.
forest.
Let's not say now.
Okay.
Let's not explain now.
Yes, the next question is also dependent on this. So the right answer is Dundubhi.
No.
Huh?
No. The right answer.
Oh, yeah, you're. Yeah, look, I got confused too.
Okay, can we close the poll? Can we close the response? The right answer is actually Mayava. That's the right answer. You see, what happened was when Sugriva and Vali, they were fighting. Actually, Vali was fighting this great demon called as Mayava. And then he went inside a cave and he told Sugriva, you keep a watch. And Sugriva, for a very, very long time, he stood outside. But then he heard, sounds coming out from the cave. And then he saw blood coming out from the cave. And he thought that Vali is dead. So he just put a stone, he put a big rock at the entrance of the cave, and he came back to the kingdom, to Kishkindha. And then he said, well, unfortunately, Vali is dead. But then Vali actually was not dead. It was this Mayava demon who was dead. And because Vali thought that Sugriva just left him over there and came back. So therefore, this created a rift between both the brothers. And that's when Vali just chased Sugriva out of Kishkindha and said that never come in front of me. Okay, so this is the right answer for this is Mayava demon. Okay, can we have number 13, please? The question number 13.
Which demon did Vali kill that got him the curse? Was it Dundubi? Was it Mayava? Was it Anakadundubi? Or was it Mayada?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Now, if you were very carefully listening to what I was saying during the previous question's answer, you would be able to eliminate a lot of them and be able to at least come to the right answer. So let's see what the post is, what the responses are.
Let's see the responses.
Yes.
Yay!
18 of you said Dundubi, 2 of you said Mayava, which was the answer to the previous question. Anako Dundubi, no, he is Vasudev. Mayadana was the one who actually gave the bow to Arjuna.
And he also created the great palace in the Maya Mahal in Indraprastha. Okay, so that's Maya Danava. So can we close this? So let us see. This is that bull demon, Dundubi.
He came and he challenged Vali, and everyone said, "No, don't go." But Vali was there. He actually had the power that if anyone fights him, the other person's power will go up. And in this way, he defeated Dundubi. He actually hurled him around and threw him on Rishyamukha mountain. One sage, which we will not say who, because that's the next question, cursed Vali. Because this particular Dundubi demon, when he was hurled and hurled on the Rishyamukha mountain, this particular sage was performing his yajna, and Dundubi just fell on that yajna. So that takes us to the next question.
Number 14. Can we have the next question, please? Who cursed Vali? Was it Agastya Muni? Was it Sampati? Was it Matanga Rishi? Or was it Gautama Rishi? Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay, shall we see the responses, please?
3 said Agastya Muni. Interesting. Sampati. And 17 said Matanga Rishi, 1 said Gautama Rishi. Yes, Sampati was the elder brother of Jatayu. So he met them and on the shores of Lanka. So that is not the correct answer. Matanga Rishi is the correct answer.
Very well. Can we close this? So this is the personality of Matanga Rishi. Very peaceful person. And now we come to our 15th question. Can we have the 15th question, please? Who is the spiritual master of Shabari? Is it Gautama Rishi? Is it Agastya Rishi? Matanga Rishi? Or is it Parashuram? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, shall we see the responses, please?
6 said Gautam Rishi, 4 said Agastya Rishi, 13 said Matanga Rishi, and no one said Parshuram. So that's good. And yes, the correct answer is Matanga Rishi. We thought people would be confused. 2 questions cannot have the same answer mostly. But in this case, it did.
Very well. Can we close this? Thank you. So Matanga Rishi is the correct answer. Matanga Rishi is the one who told Shabari that you must stay back because she wanted to go with her spiritual master when he was ready to leave this world. And he said, no, you have a mission that you have to Lord Ramachandra, along with his brother Lakshmana, will come here to this cottage, and you have the service of welcoming them and giving them this message that they should go and make friends with Sugriva and Hanumanji. This is the message, and this is your mission. So every day, sincerely following the words of her spiritual master, Mother Shabari. You can see how young she is over here. But the day that Lord Ramachandra came, she was old. She became old. But every day of every year, she would every day prepare as if today is Lord Ramachandra is coming. Today, Lord Ramachandra is coming. This is the sincerity of Mother Shabari. Jai, Shabari Mata ki Jai.
We have question number 16. Who is the son of Gautam Rishi and Ahalya? Is it Shatananda? Could it be Mahananda? Curiously, could it be Purnananda or someone called Adinanda?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Can we have the responses, please?
Okay, most of you said Shatananda, and then few said Mahananda, Purnananda, Adinanda. We are very happy and sad at the same time to inform you that there is no known personalities called Mahananda, Purnananda, or Adinanda. And the correct answer is Shatananda.
Hariyol, it is Shatananda Rishi. Can we close this, please? So the other three names were just made up by us. Sorry for that. But the son, this is Gautama Rishi and his blessed wife, Mother Ahalya. And can we, and their son is Shatananda. Here we see sage Vishwamitra. He is sitting with Ram Lakshman on either side. And when they arrived in Mithila, we can see that Maharaj Janak is the king who is sitting in the front. And the one with folded hand right next to Maharaj Janak, who is sitting right behind Maharaj Janak, that is Shatananda. Shatananda was the Kula Guru, or the Guru of the court in Janak Maharaj's assembly. And he was the son, the glorious son of Gautama Rishi and Mother Ahalya.
And he came to know that Lord Ram is the one who delivered his mother, Ahalya, as Vishwamitra was bringing them, both Ram and Lakshman, to Janak Maharaj's palace for the Swayamvar. That's when Shatananda got introduced to Lord Ram as the one who delivered.
Can we have question number 17, please? Number 17, the question is, Ravan was a descendant of which sage? Was it Agastya? Was it Pulatsya? Was it Atri or Devala? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Can we have the responses, please?
Okay, 4 people are saying it is Agastya, 11 say it's Pulatsya, 4 say it's Atri, and 1 says it's Devala. The right answer is Pulatsya. So do we know who Pulatsya is? Can we close this? Any hand raise, what is the greatness about Pulatsya? Or we can put it in the chat. Anyone who knows what was the greatness about, what was the unique thing? Yes, Padmalochini, can you please unmute yourself and speak?
Mataji, I'm not sure if you're looking for this. Pulasya Muni has cursed the Govardhan Parvat to shrink by an
Very
inch.
good. Very good. He was the one who actually brought Shri Giriraj Govardhan Lal to this Bhauma, to the earth. So this is Pulatsya Rishi bringing Govardhan on his hand.
And as he was flying by Vrindavan, Brajadham, Govardhan induced Pulatsya Muni to respond to the call of nature. And that call of nature was first calling him, then it was screaming, then it was yelling. And so Pulatsya Rishi could not stop himself, and he put Govardhan down in Brajadham. And Govardhan had said, if you put me down anywhere, I will stay there. And Govardhan would not move after Pulatsya Muni came back and reminded him of his promise. But Pulatsya Muni still got angry, and he cursed Govardhan that you will reduce every day, you will reduce by the size of a mustard seed. And that's why we see the Govardhan hill today is relatively shorter. Many people say, oh, it's not a hill anyways, but it's actually, it used to be so huge. Its peak would be touching the skies and the clouds, but over so many ages, it has actually reduced in its height. And it is said that as we go deeper into Kali Yuga, Govardhan Hill would disappear in one sense, will become flat, and people will think, oh, why is it called Govardhan Hill? But it actually is the hill. It'll still be there. It'll be present. It'll be present by not being present in that sense, because of being reduced by a size of a mustard seed every day.
And Ravana was the descendant of such a great sage Pulatsya. Ravana he came from a great background. His background was very, very glorious.
And he revealed this background of his to Mother Sita in the Ashok Vatika. When he was trying to propose to Mother Sita to marry him, he said, look, I'm also the descendant of a great sage, Pulatsya. And the reason I've been born in the demon race, my father was also a sage, but my mother was from a demoness race. And so that's why I'm this, but actually I have very great lineage. And he was trying to propose to Mother Sita in this way.
So this is the illusion of Ravana. Okay, so can we have the next question, please? Number 18. Who did Lord Shiva kill with his Pinaka bow?
If you recall, Pinaka bow was one of the questions we asked, is the bow that Lord Ram held and broke, the Pinaka bow, and therefore married Sita. That was Lord Shiva's bow. No one could do that. Lord Ram did it. So who did Lord Shiva actually kill with his Pinaka bow that became so famous?
Options are Bhasmasura, Tripurasura, Arishtasura, or Bhaumasura. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Can we have the responses, please? Okay, 6 devotees are saying that it is Bhasmasura. 13 say that it is Tripurasura. 1 says it's Arishtasura. And 5 say it's Bhaumasura. The right answer is
Tripurasura. Actually, Bhaumasura was the son of Varahadev, and Bhasmasura was the one who killed himself with his own, with the boon that was given to him by Lord Shiva, that anyone whose head he touches will burst into flames. So the correct answer, Arishtasura, was the bull demon that Krishna killed. So Tripurasura
is the right answer. So Lord Shiva, we can see how wonderfully ferocious Lord Shiva was looking in this picture. How wonderful he's looking. He's holding the snake in his hand. Just look at this picture, so beautiful. And then we see here Lord Shiva he is casting his pinaka bow to this great demon, Tripurasura. And by killing Tripurasura, Lord Shiva became celebrated by the name Tripurari. Jai Tripurari Mahadev, Shiva Shambhu ki Jai. Okay, shall we have the 19th question? The 19th question is, what is the name of Lord Rama's bow? Your
Udanda or Kaumudi? Could it be Pinaka or Sharanga?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right, can we please see the results, the responses? Kodanda, 10 people say it's Kodanda. Kaumudi is number 3 of you. Pinaka, 1, okay. And Sharanga is 10.
So Sharanga is the bow of Krishna. And Pinaka, we just heard, is the bow of Lord Shiva, which Lord Ram broke. Kaumudi, we had discussed in the previous question, one of the previous questions, is the name of the mace of the Gada of Lord Vishnu. So Kodanda is the name of Lord Ram's bow.
Can we please close the... So this is Lord Ramachandra's bow, which is called as Kodanda. Jai Kodanda Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram ki Jai. Can we now have the 20th and the last question, please? Which demoness considered Sita like her own daughter? Your options are Simhika, Lankini, Trijata, and Taraka. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, can we see the responses, please? Okay, so 4 devotees say it is Simhika, 5 say it is Lankini, 1 says Taraka, and 14 say it's Trijata.
Simhika and Lankini were the demoness that Lord Hanuman encountered when he was jumping over the ocean. They did not interact with Sita. They may have seen her being taken by Ravana. Taraka was one of the demoness in the forest which Vishwamitra, when Vishwamitra took Lord Ram and Lakshman. So the correct answer is
Can we close this, please? Yes, so Trijata, when Mother Sita was in the Ashok Vatika, they were always, she was always surrounded by these crazy demonesses. They would all be there, but there was one person out of all these demons that was very affectionate to Mother Sita, and her name is Trijata. Jai Trijata Maiya ki Jai, Jai Mother Sita ki Jai. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the quiz session. And we have a treat for all of you because you all participated so wonderfully in the quiz session and you all really did amazingly well. So this is Mahaprasadam for all of you.
Which we have not honored yet because it is Ekadashi here today, but we have cooked it today and we will honor it after the Ekadashi is complete.
So this is an Italian
some
dessert.
Some of you who are not in the US can honor this.
So this one is a pudding. It's a pudding. And this one is, oopsie daisy. Okay. This one is carob mousse. It's a mousse with raspberry topping. So please accept this. Humble offerings for all of you. And we have something else. I need help. Okay. This is cake. Mahaprasadam ki jai. So this is cake for all of you. Please accept this humble offering.
This was cooked in honor of the Vyasa Puja of His Holiness Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj.
We will.
A wonderful disciple, very senior disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Jai. So yesterday there was a request of playing the video. Yes, we will definitely make some videos of sharing the recipe. We'll definitely do that. So can Divyangi, can you please play the first video that we shared? This video was made wonderfully. It is on the instructions that Srila Prabhupada has given to Srila Jayapataka Maharaj and how all of us can assist in the mission of Srila Prabhupada to further the Sankirtan movement of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this video was fantastically designed by dearest Raji. So we are very, very grateful to Rajeshwari. She's very, very sweet, wonderful devotee from Chennai. She is my baby and we love her very, very much. So thank you so much, Raji, for doing this. Can we please play the video? Are we ready yet for the video?
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay, we keep on saying till we get the video ready.
Okay, we can maybe do Kirtan.
Yeah.
Oh, they're there. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Screen, please.
Hare Krishna. His Holiness Srila Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj has received such wonderful and powerful instructions from His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Let us take a quick look into all those instructions of Srila Prabhupada. that Jai Pataka means the victory flag of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan mission.
So let us all connect to these services through the Jayapataka Swami app. These instructions will anyways be fulfilled by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. This is our opportunity to become a humble instrument.
By assisting Srila Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj for the glory of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara.
Not only as disciples, but also as Shiksha disciples and well-wishers of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Srila Guru Maharaj, let us assist Srila Guru Maharaj in his service to Srila Prabhupada and thus make our lives meaningful.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this. Can we play the second video now? It was, it was such a wonderful video that Benita actually made from Mumbai. And Benita made this video in just 1 hour. We were in a really short crunch of time, and Benita had requested that she wanted to do some service. So therefore, I actually sought her help, and she was so accommodating that in 1 hour she created this wonderful video. Can we start the video, please? And mostly all the samples of Jayapataka Maharaj in North America. Please go on, please go on. You don't have to stop. Please go on. Haribo, thank you so very much. Okay. And we thank all these devotees, these wonderful team of devotees. Of course, there's Hema Mataji also, who so wonderfully is doing impeccable service on Telegram. She posts such videos regularly on the Telegram group. So we are so grateful to Hema Mataji. And we got so many responses today about the Malpua video. If you all remember, we did this during the Purushottam month, and that video was done over one night. In one night, Hema Mataji did that entire video. So this team, now we are having more devotees joining this team of these three wonderful ladies that we had. That is Hema Mataji, Benita, and Raji. And now we have Rasika Mataji also joining in. We also have Sri Radha Sarojini Mataji also joining in. So we are so grateful to these devotees for assisting in these wonderful video making services. We are so grateful. Thank you. Okay, so now we can open the lines if there's any questions or comments. This concludes our week of Sri Ramayan.
Yes, Rushan.
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhujan Mataji. I had a question that as we saw that Pulatsya Muni was taking Govardhan Hill. So where was he taking that hill?
He said that this, in the north, there's so many ranges of mountains, but he wanted to take Giri Govardhan to the south. He wanted to take him to the south because that was the desire of Pulatsya Muni. He wanted to take him to the south so that, there'll be a nice range of mountain, even in the southern tip of India, which, there was not many mountains there at that time. So he wanted Giriraj for the southern tip of India.
Okay, Hare Krishna Mataji and Prabhuji Dhanapram. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rushan. Anjali, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Hare Krishna.
Actually, he also, some people also say, Rushan Prabhu, that he was taking it to South India, some say to Kashi, where he was doing tapasya. So they said, so the father of Govardhan Hill, Dronachal, he said that, well, you have Mother Ganga in Kashi. Why do you want him? He said, yeah, Ganga is there, but there is, there were no hills. So he wanted to take him to Kashi. There is some account of that as well. Sorry, go ahead.
Anjali, please go ahead.
First, Dandavat Pranam, and thank you for so much of your selfless service. Yesterday night, I was just going through only the quiz questions. I said, okay, let me just brush up. I was just reading those, and suddenly, because I've follow Jayapataka Swami in Facebook, the thing came, and I said, okay, fine. I just went on Facebook and I said, no, pakka, Bhabhi must have put something. Let me just go and scroll down. And when I scrolled down, I saw you. And then, oh my God, I heard the whole thing. And it was so divine. It was like unbelievable. The devotees, they have shared their views, the way you had presented everything. It was so touching and so much to learn from it. I was just saying, we are not doing anything. Like, especially I just feel like, such a fallen soul. So much to learn, so much to learn. And I just praying to Krishna, please help me. Please pray for us. That's
whatever little our prayers are worth, they're all for you.
I just don't have words also to express to your devotional service, to all the devotees devotional. I just can say only Danvat Pranam and so much to learn. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada and Jayapataka Swami and all the devotees and Guru Maharaj, for their association and for their to our spiritual masters. It was
We are so fortunate that we have such stalwart sannyasis who are direct disciples of Srila Prabhupada. We are living in the same age as them. There's the Kirtan Samrat Srila Loknath Swami Maharaj, and there's Gopal Krishna Maharaj, who's so empowered. He is managing Delhi, Mumbai, so many of these places. There's Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj, who is amazing. He is so amazing. He's just doing a lot of celebrity preaching. He is doing a lot of connecting with the local Americans, bringing them to Krishna consciousness. It's amazing how wonderfully great. We should feel so fortunate to be able to live in the same time as all of our Guru Vargas are currently residing. We feel so fortunate. Now, one thing I always love about Srila Gopal Krishna Maharaj is whenever he comes to Sri Mayapur Dham, and I've been noticing this since a little girl, like whenever Maharaj would come to Mayapur, he would by default, until today, he does that. By default, he will be at the Panchatattva altar. He will do Mangalarti to Panchatattva whenever Srila Gopal Krishna Maharaj is in Mayapur. That's the amazing kind of determination and service that these great personalities have. It's such a privilege for all of us to live in the same era as these great Guru Vargas that we have in our society. It's amazing.
and thank you for sharing such yummy Mahaprasad. I wish I could taste it. It looks so tempting and so, oh God, to the eyes only, all those mousse and cake and all. Please share us the recipes. So nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you for such wonderful quiz. And your, I don't know, आप कहाँ से इतना time निकालते हैं और कैसे आता है and all. Oh God, you are सोते हैं या नहीं पता नहीं.
Actually, ये sweet बनाते बनाते cake and ये pudding बनाते बनाते ही ये quiz का निर्माण हुआ था.
Because I was cooking and Prabhu was sitting also, and we were discussing the quiz and we were making the quiz at that time.
So whoever honors this Mahaprasad will get all the answers.
Multitaskers you are. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Danvat Pranam.
Thank you, Dee. Thank you so much. Love you. Thank you.
Love you.
Hari Prasad Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for a wonderful session. It was very interesting. We enjoyed thoroughly. And I want to thank you, your servant, Rajeshwari Mataji, Benita Mataji, and Hema Mataji for a wonderful video. They played, right?
Small
And the background
correction.
music.
Just a small correction. We are their servants. They are our masters.
Anyway. Okay, Prabhuji. And that background music is very, very nice. And the second video you played, right, the song is very touchable and it is very, very good. And you glorified all our Guru Vargas, right? But we are able to extract all the information through you both. Okay, it is we are getting the information. We never seen them, all of them, but you both are seen. So I feel blessed. I'm fortunate to see you both. From I'm able to see them in your divine faces, like the information, whatever you're sharing, the spiritual knowledge, whichever you're giving, that is very good. And also, we want to glorify you both. Sitting in this position, it is not easy. More than 1 hour, you both are sitting and sharing the divine knowledge to us. It is very, very, what can I say? I know words to say, express our heartfelt gratitude to you both. Because I know, because whenever I'm listening to Bhanu Maharaj lecture in Chennai temple, all the devotees change their leg position. But I never seen you. So far, I have attended sitting straight and you're explaining, you're giving all the knowledge to us. So that can be, I think, no words to say. And multitasking as well. Yesterday you did, right? Both quiz and cake, everything. It is a multitasking one. And thank you so much for offering us prasadam. I need to complete my fasting. Still, I didn't do that. Have to do that one. So it is great appetizing for me. Yes, it's wonderful. Thank you for so much everything. Thank you for everything. Dandavad Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna.
You mentioned about Bhanu Maharaj. Actually, Bhanu Maharaj saw both of our horoscopes and matched our horoscopes, and so we are really grateful to him as well.
He was the one who even proposed our marriage date. He gave the date also. He said this
Hari
couple
bol.
married one day after Gaur Purnima.
Yes.
He just declared that.
So then, if you have any information to share about our Guru Vargas, Bhanu Maharaj, or any other Maharajas that you are all inspired by, our goal is to inspire all of you through the words of Srila Prabhupada, and whoever you all are inspired, whichever Guru you are inspired by in ISKCON, we want to encourage your faith in them. So if you have any of their Vyasa Pujas or want to share any information about them, please let us know and we'll be happy to share that.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji and Mataji. Hare Krishna. Dandavad Pranam. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Varshana Chitra Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisance at your lotus feet. Wishing you both a very happy Guru Maharaj Appearance Day. Mataji, today's session is wonderful quiz session, as well as the dessert is also very tasty. So now we know you make the both quiz and the cake together at the same time. That's why it's very delicious. And Mataji and Prabhuji, you both have very divine qualities. Thank you so much for your association. Thank you so much for your videos. Today is the wonderful videos you said. Oh my God, such a wonderful Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining this particular call. We are very, very honored by your presence and your association. Both of you.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
We always feel enthused when you are there in the call. So we feel so happy to see both of you on the call.
Yes, and today we really enjoyed the quiz because at the same time we will learn so many things, because I even don't know so many answers. So that's really good. You put this quiz and that way we also learn, Thank you, Mataji, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Janeshwar Gauranga Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Janeshwar Gauranga Prabhu.
I'm sorry. Okay. Yes. I'm sorry, Mataji Prabhuji. I was on mute. She has done most of the talking, but I will add a few lines. First of all, on behalf of all of us, I want to thank you so much for bringing us this wonderful, wonderful kathas. I usually get time to listen on a different day because of the other sessions, but every now and then I'm able to join live, and today I was able to do that. Thank you so much. And we saw your today when we were doing Guru Maharaj's offering, you just remembering Mataji, that you come up with these ingenious ideas as to how you can take two ingredients and make something out of nothing, and it's amazing. Your cakes and all the. I was looking at the presentations you made today, and I was wondering how did she come up with these different shapes? But then that's you. But both of you are so great, a big inspiration to us always, and just seek your blessings on this wonderful day, because by your blessings, I know that we get mercy of Guru Maharaj through you. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This dessert that we made today, it's actually
yes.
Srila Jayapataka Maharaj. And when Srila Giriraj Maharaj was visiting us one time, I made the same dessert for Giriraj Maharaj. And Maharaj, he said that I generally don't like to eat dessert, especially at night, but he was eating. He ate too. So Giriraj Maharaj also liked this very much.
I know, it's amazing. You come up with I mean, we just always think Guru Maharaj gave you such a nice name, you know. I mean, Kala Sudha, you know, you are the embodiment of all, everything, you know, and it's just so nice.
Srimati
And
Radharani
probably,
is Kala Sudha. Srimati Radharani is actually Kala Sudha and I am her servant. Kala Sudha
right,
Das.
right. Right.
Mataji and Prabhuji, please give us your blessings, please.
Please bless us so we may be able to continue preaching without restrictions and be able to
Thank you so much.
serve the devotees with humility, tolerance, love, and
Thank you
respect.
so much. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We can't wait for this pandemic to get over. We'd like you to come down here
Yes.
and meet
We
our
are looking
Sangha here.
forward. We
would like to
Yeah.
invite you here, Mataji and Prabhuji, both.
We'll be so honored to have both of you, you know.
We are looking forward to
Let's see.
definitely.
Oh, Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Any other questions or comments?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Shri Prabhupada. Offering prasadam, it looked so wonderful. Yeah. And also thanks to all your devotee helpers for helping me videos. They're beautiful. You're going to share them on the Telegram, Mataji?
Yes, we are just going to be uploading them and then we will share it, Prabhu. Of course, yes.
And also, as you said about His Holiness, that wherever he goes, he does Mangalarati in the morning.
Prabhu, we can't hear you so clearly. So sorry, Prabhuji. Can't hear you.
Yeah. You know, wherever Maharaj goes, Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, he does Mangalarati everywhere. He goes Mayapur, he does Mangalarati, and he goes Vrindavan, I see him doing there. And whenever he comes here to Atlanta, does it every time. He wakes up early morning and he does even though he comes late at night, he does programs all night, I mean until 10, 11. But still he wakes every morning and does Mangalarati. I don't know if he gets all the strength and energy, and you know, I wonder sometimes how he gets so much energy. So beautiful to see him, you know, doing Mangalarati and everything. And again, thank you, Mataji, for sharing everything. Everything was so beautiful. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Krishna Sharma Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. All the prasad was very, very tasty, Mataji. So good. And then we enjoyed the quiz also. It was very nice, Mataji. Very nice. You are doing very nice. Thank you
Please
so much.
bless us. Please bless us. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Any other questions or comments? I know it's a little late today, but if not, we will end here today with a kirtan.
We'll just do a 10-minute kirtan today because we are continuing Sri Ram Katha. So we thought we don't have that many participants, but we'll do a 10-minute kirtan.
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamini Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavani Vastatya Vishakari Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We dedicate this kirtan specially for His Grace Pankajangri Prabhu, who is quite critical. So we request and beg all the devotees to please pray for him. And we pray for all of our Guru Vargas through this kirtan. And we appeal to Lord Nrsingadev to please protect everyone. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Rama
श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की श्री राम सीता लक्ष्मण हनुमान की श्रील प्रभुपाद की गौर भक्त वृंद की
जय निताई गौर सीतानाथ प्रेमानंदे
हरि हरि
हरि हरि हरि हरि बोल जय थैंक यू ऑल सो मच हरे कृष्णा
वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की श्रील प्रभुपाद की गौर
हरे
भक्त
कृष्णा माता जी प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम
Hare Krishna Mataji Prabhuji Dandavat Pranam. Beautiful class.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Mataji and
Mataji.
Prabhuji, thank you so much for a wonderful class.
थैंक यू रसिका हरि
Hare Krishna Mataji Prabhuji Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat
Hare Krishna
Pranam.
Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All grace to your wonderful service. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Nice class today. Mataji, very, very beautiful class today.